Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this new series of thoughts about language learning in general for people who like to learn multiple languages or people who are motivated and inspired by us, people on YouTube that show you that it is possible to learn any language. Today's topic will be about how to quit giving up on learning languages, because at some point in the learning process, we all have those thoughts that I'm gonna quit. I'm not learning Korean anymore. I'm not learning Arabic or Cambodian or French anymore. It's not possible. I'll never get fluent in this language. Okay, I will clarify some observations that I've made over the years. First of all, we have to develop a method like OR method. It's not a method that is suitable for everyone. It's OR method. We have to go by trial and error. But at first, I think we all agree to say that we have to get some input. So daily contact with the language is important. We have to make sure to learn at least half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, the target language at the beginning. Why do we advise this time slot? It's because if we do too much, it is too heavy for our brain, because it's a new concept, it's a new language, new sounds, new letters, new grammar rules, etc., etc. We cannot absorb too much every day, so it's better to split it up into small chunks of 20 or 30 minutes every day. Make sure to make it every single day. That's the process. And do not rush. Don't try to achieve big results in a small amount of time, because if it happens, it will not be very high quality. You will be able to say some stuff, but you will end up forgetting the language as soon as you don't keep learning it again. So at some point, like 2 months, 3 months, 5 months after beginning a new language, we will all have those thoughts. Oh, I cannot do it. I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. I don't want to keep learning the target language because I'm not getting anywhere. So how can we keep on learning those? I have listed 8 points. So it's the motivation. We have to suppress all negative thoughts that are related to the language first. Just have a look at Spanish in the US or English in Eastern Asian countries, or in Turkey, or Dutch in Belgium. People do not get motivated to learn those languages. They are discouraged by the system. The system wants you to learn grammar and to pass exams, and it's not so attractive to do so. Actually, we end up learning the language rules and never communicating and never enjoying the language for what it is. And we get so frustrated that we don't want to hear about it again. So at school, it's graded. It's not, their aim is not to get you interested in the culture and in the language. It's just to give you another how should I say, another branch like math or science that has to be applied, but it's never applied outside of a classroom. We have heard about Sweden, the Swedes have a very different approach to English. They try to innovate every time. I have heard that they have taken all those like college students to the computer room and encourage them to chat or to speak directly with native English speakers. This is a great way because you get in touch and you see that the language is not about just rules and cramming those rules and not getting anywhere. It's about communicating, even if you make mistakes. So they don't have this negative thought that is related to the language. So we have to suppress all negative thoughts, all judgment about the language, like German is not beautiful, or I don't know, Dutch is not useful, or Japanese is only spoken in Japan, or something like that. You don't need that because you have already invested time. So it is, if you like it, it is worth learning it. No matter how many speakers you have. You have maybe 1 million Estonian people. If you are in love with Estonia, let's go for it. So, okay. Why do we get discouraged? First of all, because halfway through we cannot express ourselves, and we cannot understand what the other part is saying. This is very frustrating. We know it, and we cannot accept it because we want to be successful. But at this point, like after 3 months, 5 months, if if it's for a difficult language like Arabic or Chinese, after maybe 1 year, you're still discouraged because you think that you have invested so many hours and cannot you cannot express yourself. Just accept it. Just accept that this is part of the learning process. You will get better, but you still need to struggle and to activate your passive knowledge, and it's okay. Just look at babies in any languages. They have been listening for 2 years before they start to speak. It's the same for us. We are foreigners and trying to learn a new culture, new words, new phrases, sentences in context, and we need to keep learning every single day. And just accept it. It will get better. You are stumbling across, and it's okay. Just don't give up after your first attempt to communicate or to understand. I've been learning Vietnamese for 6 months. I remember the first time after 3 months, I went to the Vietnamese restaurant. I ordered in Vietnamese. Some people did not understand me. I did not understand what they replied, and it was a big mess. But hey, I keep learning Vietnamese because I love it. This is the point. The second point is to focus on what you already can do and not on what you cannot, what you still cannot do. If, for instance, I'm learning Vietnamese, I can already passively understand the menu. It's a big step. Before, I could not understand anything. Like, I have been learning it and I can do something. So focus on what you can still do, what you can already do. Like, I can already order something. It's a big achievement. I didn't know anything 6 months back. So focus on those little achievements, and it will be okay. The third point to avoid being discouraged is to fall back on what you love about this culture, not only the language. Maybe you love the music, people, a YouTuber that speaks this language, or you love the food, and etc. When you get bored by learning the language, just try to fall back on those little things that will keep you motivated, keep you going. So fall back on those positive things that you love, and it will be okay. Yeah, keep the fourth piece of advice I would give you is to maintain your daily routine of about half an hour until you reach 100 hour of study. It means, like, if you are doing every day half an hour, it will be 200 days. It's less than 1 year, and after those 200 first days, you will see that you made big achievements because you are learning it daily, and it becomes a habit. It's not cumbersome anymore. You do it without thinking about doing 30 minutes of your target language. It's like doing sports. You enjoy it. It became a habit. So this is great about it. It's all about habits and motivation. And the fifth point is that you are not going to give up because you have already invested so many hours. You have already invested 30, 40, 50 hours, and you don't want to waste those hours. You want to get going. So giving up is the worst decision you could ever make. So don't give up. Just keep learning, and you'll see that you are about to succeed. But if you give up, you threw everything through the window, and it's not worth it. So I've already given up on some languages, so I know. And the sixth point is be confident. Be confident. Like, look at my videos and you'll see that I succeeded in complex languages like Arabic, Persian, Turkish, and it's mainly because I'm so interested in those cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, and I did not succeed in Eastern Asian languages like Japanese or Thai, because I was not, first of all, I was not very interested in the culture. It was not very exotic to me, and second of all, I don't find native speakers in my city, and this is what happens. So be confident and take small steps, like reading every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Don't try to make big steps and achieve big things on a small amount of time, because you will achieve maybe a level, but you will forget everything as soon as you quit learning. So it's not worth cramming every day, one hour, 1 hour of Korean, or 2 hours of Korean, and giving up after 2 months. It's not the aim. The aim is to keep going at least 2 years if you're learning Korean, to be at least conversational. So I forgot everything I've learned in Polish, in Indonesian, because I've done them for 3 months, 4 months just to get by, and I don't have personal preferences in those languages. That's why I didn't connect with them. You have to connect with them. The seventh point is to be faithful to your language. Don't quit the language to learn another language that seems more attractive. It happens to me every time. Like now I'm learning Vietnamese, and I've been listening to Thai songs, and I say, oh, I should get back to Thai. No, because if I go back to Thai, I don't have time to achieve my 2 years of Vietnamese, and I would have invested 70 hours for nothing. So keep your goal in mind, and don't change your goals over time to achieve what you want to achieve. And the eighth point, last one, is when you meet unfriendly native people at first, do not get discouraged. I remember learning Bulgarian, and the first Bulgarians that I met here were not so friendly, and I got a little bit discouraged. But it doesn't mean that all Bulgarians that I have met are unfriendly. It's the contrary. About all Bulgarian people that I've met after this event were so friendly. So if I had given up at this time, it would be done. I wouldn't speak any Bulgarian. I couldn't read my shirt in Bulgarian. It would be a pity. And I had one last thing, but I forgot. I forget. Maybe I'll put it in another video. So those are all the points you have to take into consideration to avoid giving up on learning your language. And be patient, because it's a very, very long process. It's a very, very long process. Make sure you enjoy the journey. Don't just look at the results. If you enjoy the journey, you will be successful and the results will be great. But if you rush through the process, you're cramming, you're tired, and you don't want to hear more about this language or culture. So take it slowly and make it enjoyable. And try to learn from the content you love. And you'll see it will be a breeze. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And I wish you luck for your languages. If you've watched the video until now, please leave a comment and let me know which language you are learning right now. I'm so curious to know. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.